Thanks, Jessica. And yeah, thanks to everybody for that input. That's really good for us to have as we begin this journey walking along this boardwalk here. And so just so that we're clear about the first steps, what happens after this forum, you can see here that we do plan to form the advisory committee. After this forum, we will have an email that's sent out to all of you, explaining the selection process and the criteria for that, and the applications. You can see the due date in a couple of weeks on February 3rd, and then aiming for that advisory committee first meeting later in February. So that's the first steps that we're thinking there. And then concurrently, we on the project team will start to also thinking about the demographic stuff. Cassandra has been wrapping her head around that a lot, and hopefully getting guidance from the advisory committee around that as well. And then starting also with the sector survey this spring, and as Cassandra talked about, trying to get a better understanding of the lay of the land here in Peel region. Any questions about those first steps before we go to the closure of this forum?
Rich, this is a fact. I think in relation to the statistical report, I mean, you are going to look into the Peel statistics. Please be mindful of this secondary migration that Peel is very famous into it. You know, people will go to different regions, different provinces, and ended up in Peel, Mississauga, Brampton, Caledon. That's one thing that be mindful of it. And the second thing, I'm very honest with you guys. I didn't put any notes because I couldn't. I couldn't do it. I didn't put any thoughts. I have some, but I think you should come up with other ways of capturing ideas. Particularly, I think around this table, there are so many dreamers. I'm one of them that dream about future of settlement, dream about future of resettlement of refugees and immigrants. So you might come up with some other ways of capturing those dreamers and talking to them and get the ideas, because we have to plant a dream and wishes in order to move forward. It's not always the truth of the truth because we practice it. Maybe it's not, we have to go back and see, did it work or not work? So I just want to give you these two things, that you capture the ideas and other dreamers that they have some input. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Afat.
Great, and definitely open to ideas, and we can use the post-forum survey to really think about formats that will work to capture all these dreams, because it's different containers work for others, and we'll have to evolve as we go. Any other thoughts? We'll be having our next info forum in the summer is what we're planning, and definitely open to feedback on this forum, and that can help shape that summer forum. So we'll be posting in the link, a link in the chat box for your thoughts on this session, and if that works, or if there's a different format that works better for you. And just to close off, are there any other questions or thoughts as we embark on this new project? And I invite you also in the chat box to maybe add a word around your hopes for the project. I think Afat really captured nicely some ideas of who we have around this table, and that we hope to have more of these dreams captured in some of the futures thinking moving forward. So if you want to capture, a word or a couple words of what you hope for the project, and we can also share any further thoughts as well in the few moments we have.